Thank you, Mr Speaker. I have great pleasure in seconding this motion. The Treasurer is no Angus Young, and Acca Dacca would be mortified, absolutely mortified that they use that song. Not only do we have cuts, not only do we have chaos, we actually have confusion, and the new one is we have copycats. We have copycats. Yesterday, when I circulated a second reading amendment for this bill to the crossbench, proposing the government should expand the payment to those on Newstart, youth allowance and other payments, I never, in my wildest dreams, did I anticipate it would be so successful so quickly. Labor called on the government to extend the one-off payment to other people on means-tested income support, including ab-study, Oz-study, double orphan payments, Newstart allowance, parenting payment partnered allowance, sickness allowance, special benefits, widow's allowance, wife pension, youth allowance and veterans payments. Quite a lot to forget, don't you think? Quite a lot to forget. But it seemed that even the Treasurer was taken by surprise. On 9 News, everyone, last night, when he was asked directly about extending the payment to people on Newstart, he didn't say yes. This is what the Treasurer said. Well, Newstart does not go up twice a year. It's indexed. But importantly, the majority of people on Newstart move to another payment of a Newstart within 12 months. They hopefully go into work and may have been doing that. But it was not a totally different script this morning. It was a different script. The Treasurer this morning told ABC, well, a couple of things. Firstly, the energy supplement will be extended to people on Newstart. From last night, Sarah Lane said it will be, and the Treasurer said it will be. Well, that's slightly a bit of a change. How quickly things have unravelled the unravelled budget. It is chaos. It is confusion, and now you are copycats. It is a desperate time from a desperate government, and Australians will see through it. $75 6 weeks out from an election will not undo 6 years of cuts and cruelty. Labor moved to see this payment extended because there is no good reason for people on these payments to be excluded. And finally, within 12 hours, not 24, not 48, less than 12 or more than 12? A bit more than 12, the government realised that they had forgotten quite a few people on several payments. They face the same cost of living, these people, and in any cases are in fact on lower payments, and yet you, in your cruelty, forgot to add them into the energy payment. While Labor supports this payment, make no mistakes, after 6 years of chaos and cruel cuts, the Australian people will see right through this cynical and desperate attempt from this government to save its own skin, and that's what this is about, saving your own skin. This government must take the Australian people for fools. Well, they are not fools, and this incompetence, this fact that within 12 hours there is a complete unravelling of this budget, there is an $80 million black hole. We are seeing the stature of this government. And while I'm on my feet, let me just address one other thing. The NDIS underspend. Let us remember this is about building a surplus on the back of people with disability. $1.6 billion. $1.6 billion of people who cannot use their plans. $1.6 billion of people on disability, people that are disabled. You're building a surplus on that. How cynical, how outrageous. Do you really think people with disability, their advocates and the broader Australian community are going to cop that rubbish? No, they will not. And I think we are seeing that very clearly this morning. What we are seeing is a government that forgot a whole bunch of people and are copying what Labor was going to do this morning. It is just a cynical, outrageous outrageous act from this government. And the bottom line is Australians with disability are the ones who are going to pay
the member for Barton's
Scott
time
Morrison
has
to bolster
concluded.